Welcome back, Omnibuds. My name's Kevin, and I just finished reading Stillwater by Zdarsky and Ramón K. Pérez. This is an Image Comics book from 2020 to 2022, and I'm just shocked that there was not a lot more talk about this. I don't see a lot about this. It hasn't gotten an oversized hardcover yet, but I absolutely love this story, and I want to tell you all about it. So grab your cup of coffee, and let's check out this book. All right, here they are. It is 3 trade paperbacks. So this is Stillwater by Zdarsky, who at this point everyone knows, and Ramón K. Pérez, who's done a lot of work in comics, and his artwork is really cool, and I can't wait to check out more books with his art. It's published by Image Comics. There's 18 issues total. This came out in 2020 through like late 2022. Well, let's check out some of the art and talk through the story. So this story starts out introducing this character named Daniel, and Daniel's living in the real world, and is going through jobs like crazy, just not understanding what he wants to do in life. And one day he gets a letter from I think it was like his great aunt or something like that, saying, "Hey, you've inherited some money. You need to come to this town called Stillwater and collect that." So he brings a friend along with him, and they're going to this town that they don't know anything about, and it's pretty far away and oddly hard to find. There's not a lot of exits, but they find the place and they land in Stillwater. And what they notice is Stillwater is kind of this town that's frozen in time. It just seems out of place and dated and a little confusing. As they're in this diner before they meet up to cash in on this inheritance, they see these 2 kids playing on the roof, and they're like, "Hey, get down from there. You're going to get hurt." And one of the kids falls and appears to die, and rightly so. It's a pretty tall building. But what they learn is that in this town of Stillwater, nobody dies. He picks up this boy who appears to somehow be alive, and he rushes him to the doctor's office. Now we'll learn that this doctor's office doesn't even really need to exist in this town, because in Stillwater, nobody dies. Residents of this town will still feel pain. Their bodies will still break, but death never comes. People don't age. And if they do, if they are inflicted with some kind of life-threatening injury, they just kind of come back. They kind of heal like you'd think of Wolverine. So, they don't know what's going on in this town. In this town, the people of this town are very secretive, right? They don't want the outside world to know about this. And those that are in power, there's a judge, a sheriff, deputies, people who are in town or in charge of the government of this town are very secretive and very protective because they don't know what would happen if the outside world learned that within the boundaries of this town, no one can die. So as we go through this, Daniel meets the judge here, and the judge is going to determine if this outsider lives or dies. But Daniel learns that he's got some forgotten family ties to Stillwater, and so it's decided that he should live. This story is very violent, very disturbing, right? People are shot, people are killed, people are punished. One of the punishments in this town is being buried alive, because you can't die, but it's a way of imprisoning someone and punishing them for perceived crimes within this town. The art, as you can see, by Ramón K. Pérez is really crisp, really clean. The colors are fantastic. And like I said, people don't age in this town because they don't die. There's something mysterious about this town. So children in this town don't age. They're they gain more experiences, they learn. So kind of creepy body horror. You get these tiny infants who are, fully able to speak. So like I said, the leaders of this town are very secretive. They want to keep things quiet, but because Daniel has some ties to this town and is returning to it from a long time ago, it kind of inspires this uprising within the town. Check out the next book. The cover work on this is fantastic. I mean, just the covers of the books themselves are beautiful. There's book 3. But yeah, like I said, Daniel, this character who's kind of an outsider to Stillwater, but is deemed that he can stay here because he's got family ties, he kind of accidentally inspires this revolution of the town. The leaders of this town want to keep things status quo, want to keep outsiders out, or at least somehow in the dark. But a lot of people would like to leave, and no one can leave this town because the fear is from the sheriffs and the judge is that if they leave, outsiders will find out about this place, and scientists will come in and want to study it, and it'll be abused and taken from them. But yeah, people kind of decide that it's time. They've lived in this town long enough, and they really want to experience life. They want to live a real life. They want to age, and they want to be able to die. But that's Stillwater. It's a fairly short story. It's 18 issues long, but it is entirely complete and just a fantastic story. I really enjoyed this, and again, I'm shocked that as you scroll through YouTube or you're hunting around on the internet for comics, there's not a lot of talk about this story. But that's Stillwater. Let's recap. So I had a lot of fun with this story. It's going to stay in the collection. I really hope we get an oversized hardcover sometime soon. But as you saw, Ramón K. Pérez, who's done a lot of work in comics, his artwork was perfect for this story. He shows the brutality and the gruesomeness without really glorifying it. Chip Zdarsky, who's at this point an all-star writer, weaves this story that is really reminiscent to me of Stephen King. There's elements of body horror, small town horror, and the moral decay of those in charge. And it really asks the question, should humans live forever? And who would we become if we could? I think you should check out this story. It's still pretty widely available in these 3 trade paperbacks. I got these on I know Amazon. But check out this story. Do yourself a favor. It's really fun. Thanks for watching this review. Hit that like and subscribe button, and I'd love to hear your thoughts on this if you've read it, because like I said, I haven't heard a lot about this story. But yeah, thanks for tuning in, and we will see you on the next video. Thanks.
If you're looking for great deals on collected edition comics or manga, we recommend shopping at panelboundcomics.com. They offer free shipping on orders over $30, plus bundled discounts to help you save even more. And if you're shopping from Europe or the UK, comicsbugle.com offers free EU shipping and a rewards program for regular buyers. Don't forget to use our discount codes at checkout.